My name's Sapphire Goss, and I'm an artist who works mainly with moving image, photography and other lens-based methods. I make these chimerical moving collages using unexpected materials and obsolete technologies like looping and processing to make what I call an analogue uncanny, grainy, shimmering, otherworldly. I like the idea of making work that grows, decays and lives beyond the surface of the image, beyond the edge of the frames and the sprocket holes and the looking glass of the image. My work is about that moment when you look at a reflection on the surface, then it shatters and dissolves into shimmering points of light to reveal the depths of other worlds underneath. It's like they're all our own world, but seen through different lenses or filters. In 2019, the Isle of Wight was declared a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve, an area of outstanding natural beauty where the ecosystem and the people who live alongside it are in harmony. In Sphere, I wanted to look at the often overlooked patterns, structures and complexities that make up the natural world and our place entwined within it. I explored the landscape of Sandown Bay through different scales of time, from the fleeting to the ancient, the deep time of the night sky, geological layers, human history, natural cycles of seasons, growth and decay, to droplets captured in mid-air for a moment then disappearing. The images use rhythm and repetition through stereographic suspended movement or short zoetrope-style motion sequences to play with time in different ways. I also used antique analogue cameras. Bob Shaw has this concept of slow glass, that the light passing through holds memories. I think these cameras do too. They're like eyes filtering light through time. I also used filters made from real plants and waste materials, and I used that in the photography and scanning processes. And also I made ones from seawater as well. It's like nature's telling its own story in layers of time and decay. I used stereoscopic and early animation techniques. They're taken on different toy cameras and adapters. Some work like a stereograph, freezing a moment and dancing around it in 3D space. The others do short sequential images over a few seconds, a kind of beggars or micro cinema on 35mm. Stereoscopy predates photography and it links the virtual and the physical. It recreates lifelike 3D using mechanical processes to shape light into something solid, tactile and tangible. Stereoscope literally means seeing solid or solid vision. It mimics our eyes and the reality of our perception. That's not like linear and flat, but an ever-changing spatial upside-down composite smoothed out by our brains. Something about the simultaneous depth and surface resonates a lot with my work. They're like strange portals into different inner worlds, self-contained but immersive, and just unlike anything else. I'm also interested in the shifting between still surface and depth, flipping between flat planes and solid forms, like off-kilter, rhythmic, psychedelic. The Cabinet of Mundanities and Ephemeralities draws on the Victorian hobby of specimen collection. Some of these collections, like seaweed collections for example, are used even today to track changing biodiversity. And they're also like the Cabinet of Curiosities style museum. These are arranged to situate the Western world at the pinnacle of human evolution. However, I'm more interested in a cabinet that is participatory, hybrid, containing the overlooked and things that might be lost. So there's sand, grass, dirt, seawater, and different kinds of plastic waste, as well as objects made by local participants. I made kits as socially distanced participation tools so people could have a go at some of the techniques I use. These techniques include using living plants as slides or filters, or drawing or painting onto discarded celluloid to make micro-cine animations. All of these techniques portray the landscape as seen through multiple eyes or viewpoints: natural, historical, cultural, non-human, creating these tiny windows through which to view the environment, the people who inhabit it, and interconnecting scales of time. I think I'm trying to tell stories about things I don't have words for, the flickering at the edge of your senses. It's like an indescribable feeling, the nebulous, the uncanny, things just out of reach, things you sense and feel and experience. I guess if something makes me feel deeply, the hope is that others will connect with it too, and the work will ripple out into new forms.